In this video, I'm going to talk about how to stand out as a product or service to be recommended in the marketplace. And I'm going to do that through some notes on a book I really enjoyed that you may not have heard of before called Badass, Making Users Awesome by Kathy Sierra. Hey, I'm David. I help high achievers continue to grow without sacrificing their lifestyle or burning out. If you want more tips for entrepreneurs who are ambitious but also want to balance and be sustainable in their career, stick around for more videos like this. As entrepreneurs and creators in the market today, we desperately want to stand out, and it can be a big struggle to do. And part of that comes from wondering, what is it that makes a product or service stand out? What is it that leads some products or services to be more successful? Is it marketing, right? Is it something that I need to be speaking up louder about what I do? Is it timing? Is it luck? Is it quality? This book, Badass Making Users Awesome, pulls back the curtain on all of those ideas and describes really what the one thing is that makes the difference between successful products and unsuccessful products. I love this book because it's super logical. It builds an argument step by step. It keeps things very simple, and ultimately it describes the path for how you can build sustainably successful products. So let's talk about why you might want to consider reading this book, as well as my key takeaways from the reading. The key question of this book is, what causes some products to be sustainably successful while others are not? The answer is not luck. It's not marketing, which doesn't really always last. It's not quality, because some of the products that we use every day actually aren't that good of quality. I can think of maybe some subscription to the cable news networks or something like that. It's not even that the best products win. The answer, according to Kathy Sierra, is the products that end up being successful, that end up being sustainably successful, they do so because they are recommendable. The answer is recommendability. If you have recommendability for your products, you will always and consistently be making sales. You will always have a customer base if the people who purchase from you tell their friends. Just think about how many products or services that you've been turned on to, that you've bought from because of a friend's recommendation. Naturally, that's going to lead to another question, which is the second question that this book addresses, which is, if recommendability is the difference, then the next logical question is, what makes products recommendable? And the surprising answer that this book shares about what makes a product recommendable is that it's not the product itself that we need to focus on. It's the experience that a customer has using your product that makes it recommendable. For example, nobody talks about how great a new tripod is that they're using for their camera, or how great the new lens is for their camera. But they might talk about how beautiful their images are. They might show off the images that they were able to take with that camera. Other people might see them posting new images with a new lens and say, wow, those images look amazing. How did you do that? Nobody will really say, I'm so trendy, right? We don't want to say out loud, I'm on trend. But we will wear a Supreme t-shirt to show other people that we're on trend. So it's really about the result and the experience that a product provides us with. That's the thing that we really want to share with other people. It's not that we love products, we love ourselves. And when a product lets us be more of who we want to be, we want to share that with other people. We want to, I don't want to say brag, but we want to be public about our own growth, our own changes, how well we're editing these videos, how on trend we are through what we're wearing. That's really what we want to share. So things are recommendable when we have the experience of becoming more of the person that we wish to be, and we get to share that with friends. So it's a little bit selfish that we want to share some of these products with friends, but it's also because we want our friends to be badass too. We want them to also get up to speed on these new products, on these new methods. The trick to recommendability, or building recommendability, is to help your customers become more successful, become more skilled, and create better results that then other people see and ask about, or that they want to maybe share with the other people in their life. Let's get into the first example. Let's imagine that you're starting a coffee brand which is targeted at new baristas. Now, people who are new baristas, they don't want to buy a product. They don't want to buy a mug, or they don't want to buy a new coffee maker. What they really want is to become a professional barista. That is the bigger context that they're working in. And if your products or service can help them become a better barista, they're going to feel empowered. They're going to feel like their skills are leveling up. So rather than selling this product, this new coffee machine, you want to sell the experience of becoming a professional barista. That's what you market. That's what you talk about. That's what you help create. That's the type of thinking you need to have as a company. And what this means is that at every step of the way in your customer's journey, they're going to face obstacles. They're going to face obstacles to growing into that person they want to become. Maybe they want to become somebody who's known as a fashion icon. Maybe they want to become somebody who can make amazing latte art. At every step of the way, it gets difficult, right? There's different obstacles that you have to overcome. You're trying to learn how to make latte art, and it's getting difficult. You're making mistakes, you're failing, you're running into dead ends. So the more that your product helps people through those obstacles, helps people overcome those obstacles to become the person they want to be, the more likely they are to recommend those newfound skills that they're obtaining through your product to their friends and their peers. The first tip is to really help your customers get over obstacles, to learn new skills, to ultimately fulfill the journey, the bigger journey that they're after of becoming this bigger context that they might want to be. We need to help people see and understand that our product helps them with this bigger context. The second tip that I learned from Badass Making Users Awesome is that great products help their customers see in high definition. We've been talking about skills and helping your customers progress through their journey. Think about any time you've learned a new skill, how when you're first starting out, you're not very discerning as a customer. If you're on your journey to becoming a sommelier, if you're on your journey to becoming the type of person who knows a lot about wine, when you're first starting out, you might only know the difference by looking at the color and saying, I know that there's red wine and white wine, but that's about it. Then we start to see the different types of wines within those categories. Then we start to say, okay, that's a white wine under this category from this region. Then you start to pick up on the different notes. Every step of your journey, you become a more discerning customer. And when you as a company or a brand can help your customers become more discerning, when you can help them see their market differently, when you can help them see in high definition the skills that they're building, they're going to appreciate your company more. And even better, they're going to be upskilled in such a way that they can share with other people how they're discerning. So maybe your customer is buying wine glasses from you. Now they're the type of person who they can distinguish between not just red and white, but they know all the different floral types, they know regions. And when they have people over, they might break down for their guest all the different details about that wine, why they chilled it versus not chilling it. And if your company or brand, whether you sell the glasses or the wines or the corkscrew, helping your customers become more discerning, aka more badass, is going to allow them to have the experience of loving your brand in such a way that they're going to want to talk about it because you helped them through that journey. What we can do as we build our products is actually map out the journey. Where is the bigger context that our customer is trying to arrive at? Do they want to become discerning wine drinkers who can host big parties and be the person who knows the most about wine in their friend group? Do they want to be the videographer who uses special effects and interesting animations in their videos? What is the journey? What's the bigger context for where your customer is trying to go? And then you can start to see, okay, my customer wants to go here. They're starting out here. What are all the steps and skills along the way that I can help them through, either through the product that I provide or through the marketing or service or customer service that we provide? If you can do that, you will make your products more recommendable. You will make your customers have superpowers, and those superpowers translate to them sharing those superpowers with other people in their life who are then going to want more of what they have, which is a perfect time to be recommended. I wanted to share this book because I think it gives you a really practical and actually empathetic way of understanding what creates a better customer experience that leads to people ultimately recommending your product, which makes your product sustainably grow and sustainably be in business. Making great products is actually about helping other people become great. I love this concept, and it relates a lot to me as well in my work as a coach, because I think about how I can help my clients consistently level up with the new micro skills that they're applying to their business and then seeing results. So I hope you decide to pick up this book by Kathy Sierra. You can find it on Amazon or linked below. If you decide to do, feel free to comment or ask any questions in the comments below. You can subscribe for more videos like this. I'll be back again very soon with more videos. Later.